Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders, and myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more updates on intraday and positional trading strategies. In this video, I'm going to discuss about my Google Sheet Scanner, which is useful for stock option, mainly for stock options only for a breakout trade, and also by using our advanced options trading strategies, which we are using to take a positional option trading in stocks. Okay, so we have a three parts: weekly positional and monthly positional. And today, where we seen that a monthly positional, there is no trade, only one trade which triggers, and monthly positional as per our condition satisfied. And MGL, it wasn't gap up, but after that gap up, it still keep on continues the top and reaching towards 94. So from 56, what we are saying that gap up is nothing about the stock, our entry level. It triggers before 930. That is called a gap up. So MGL, the strike price is 1030. So let me check this 1030 call option. And this was the first candle. 57.25 is the high in the first 15 minutes time frame. And look at this, and 56 is our entry point. So maybe after the next candle, it came to 52. Maybe if you are following this as a retracement entry. But if any stock which triggers our entry point before 930, so we consider that as a gap up stocks, because mainly the stock which opened a gap up and it will be reversed back from the top, or it will recovering from the low. That is a thing which is happening most of the time. So that's the reason we are not taking a stock which forming a gap up and gap up. That simply we are ignoring the stock which triggers our entry point before the first candle. That is the first 15 minutes candle. So like that we seen MGL, and one more stock, I think BSoft also triggered. So MGL may continue the top side. It's not an issue. So maybe profitable trade we don't worried about. But the negative trade, so we need to consider, because it is a 33,485 BSoft that I'm going to show you. BSoft 485 call option, right? The strike price 485 call option. It is closed around 25.65. This is the 15 minutes time frame. Sorry, this is also moving higher 3rd October around 18. Maybe this one is not a sorry, yeah, BSoft which triggers our entry point 33.1 on a monthly position, right? So 33 points. So this is not triggered. I think one more stock which is triggers our entry point. Maybe that stock, I think we've seen an intraday. Okay. So monthly we don't have a stocks more, and ONGC which triggers our entry point, and Maruti is nearing, and iShare Motor. Yeah, I start iShare Motor 3450. Let me go for iShare Motor 3450 put option. Okay. So why avoiding the gap up? Here you can see this is the gap up. This is what our entry point. The first candle, it made a high of 176. So in case of the particular stock of MGL, it is gap up and continues. But in iShare Motor, it wasn't gap up, but after that it correcting from the highest level. Okay, so such a kind of trade, to avoid the such a kind of trades, we are simply avoiding before 930 breakout entry. But after 930 we don't get. But this one is triggered. This is also maybe the first candle trigger, ONGC 192. So call option, which is triggers here, you can see 9.15, sorry, 192 put option, because today market is entirely down. So we see, yeah, this is also be first candle gap up, but after that immediately it came down to 8 rupees. Our entry point is 8.8, and it was triggered 8.8, and then it went up to 9.15. The highest day high, open high 9.15, it not broken. So such a thing to avoid, we are ignoring the stock which triggers 930. But the same thing which we are following. So, and this is the first week and starting of the month. So both weekly and monthly positions should be the same. Okay. So there is no changes over monthly and weekly. Both should be same. The weekly positional would be changed for the next week, and it would be a newer strike price. When we are going to get, it's a positional trade, not for an intraday. But if you are following intraday trade, so a lot of ways which you can use. So initially we seen some stocks like ONGC, Maruti, Eicher Motor by the opening itself. But some stocks like Torrent Pharma, Alchem Laboratories, which is triggers after 930, Sale which triggers earlier, BPCL which triggers after 930. So a lot of stocks in put side, SDFC Bank and Sun Pharma, ICC Potential, that was triggers after 930. So here it's a purely an intraday purpose. And while before taking a trade, you can plan for a top stocks in the list, either put side or a call side, like MGL. IRCTC is the IRCTC, IGL, Bajaj Finance. These are all the stocks which I not seen in the morning. Maybe that stock which triggers our entry point after some times, like Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, which is triggers, and maybe a quick scalping or a very narrow target which we can focus on intraday. So a lot of methods which you can use also. Like you can use a super trend. So any indicators also, as you very well on the indicator, that also you can utilize it by using this method. So for example, IRCTC 680, and we just want to find an entry point, right? IRCTC 680 call option. I want to find an entry point. So maybe a super trend which is available most of the platform. So I am suggesting that. So I'm not I'm not telling you to use this one, but maybe this one which help you to derive your stop loss. Okay, super trade. So maybe here you can see this particular stock 680 IRCTC, where maybe in the first candle around 10:30 given you the buy signal, maybe your stop loss would be, and you can trial your stop loss too. And in 5 minutes time frame, so you can see there is a 9:55 entry, so 21, and maybe you can trial your stop loss. Whenever trial the stop loss it, you can exit, and if you trial it, maybe a big benefit. Likewise, I can see show you Eicher Motor, but it was in a pre-trigger before. You can see it is still in a downtime by 9:15 itself. It doesn't give you, sorry, Eicher Motor put side. Na? 83450 put. So if you look this, maybe if you have taken the entry, so it will giving you the exit point around 147 level. So maybe 160 to 140, you can exit out. Okay, so don't want to go for or hold for this position against the direction. That will help you. Okay, so but if for example 215 Bank of Baroda, so randomly I'm checking. If you that support also showing you the stop loss, because in our Google Sheet we don't provide any stop loss because it is related to our advanced option strategy that people who are doing a positional along with the hedging strategies we can use when the trigger which is happening on our Google Sheet. We can apply hedging strategies based on our Google Sheet. So we are not providing, and if it is providing any tips and it is looks like a stop loss, it looks like a tip sandwich. We don't want to do that. It's a scanner. So mainly it is created for a scanner. So we can easily find out one or two intraday opportunity by using our Google Sheet. And if you want to top stocks, you can plan for a quick scalping, or you can focus for a new breakout only below 100, and you can find out those stocks which is triggering that entry point, and you can apply your own strategies also, whatever the indicator which you used. Okay, so intraday sheet will be updating daily basis, and don't carry any position based on intraday. Okay, because it is about purely created for intraday, and you can easily find out those stocks are performing, or those options which is performing, that will be in the top. So you can plan any trades from the stock also, or you can find out new price breakout, and before taking a trade you should confirm with the volume and the liquidity about the options, because we are filtering here almost 185, 184 F&O. That means all F&O stocks we are filtering on this particular scanner, and some stocks may be liquid and some of the stock may not be liquid. So you need to focus only the liquid stocks. So you should simply avoid the illiquid stocks. It will not good for option trading, because we can't get our desired entry price as well as desired exit price. So that you should remember, that should be very important point while you are placing your options. Honest. I hope intraday may be good, and anyone who made a profit by using this Google Sheet, just ping me here in the chat box. And this is not about a recommendation, and this should be the idea where you can also use for a super trend dance. Okay, so but the sheet will always give you positional trigger. So monthly positional, we have some stocks, and nearby some stocks also will be there in the top list, and the bottom also be the put side and the call side. And maybe tomorrow we have another opportunity if a stock triggers, and maybe we can wait for a monthly positional as well as weekly. And we have 4 days in this week, and you should plan for stocks which you can try for a trade tomorrow. And then nearby closing week, we will plan for an intraday only, even though if you get a positional trigger by this sheet. I think today we don't get a many chances in the put side, but even the market is down, but no problem. So we will having the chance, a lot of time for a positional trade, because this is the day one for our monthly positional and also our advanced option strategy. I hope this may be useful video to my students who are attending my classes. Thanks for joining this video. And if you like this video, hit your like button and share to your friends. If you have any questions, doubt also, you just comment on the comment box. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video.